my channel Greentopia. My name is Maya and I'm a plant addict. Today I have a super special video for you, and I'm so excited to be able to share this with you, because honestly I have never imagined that I would be growing something like this. And as you might have figured it out from the title of the video, I'm talking about the baobab tree. I kind of took this challenge because I just couldn't resist it, and I have been admiring these amazing trees since I was a kid and since I first read The Little Prince. For those of you who have read the book, you know that there was a part where the Little Prince was kind of struggling with the baobab trees because they were kind of trying to overgrow on his planet, and he was just taking care of his little rose, and the baobab trees were seen as a menace. Which is quite the opposite, in my opinion, because these amazing trees are actually the prehistoric species, and they were here on this planet way before humankind, around more than 200 million years ago. I would just like to share a couple of facts about the baobab, and then we will get right into the planting stages so that you guys will see how I did it. So baobab tree belongs to the species of Adamsonia. It's just named after a French guy that was first to describe the trees. It's native to Australia and Madagascar. It was also introduced to Asia and Australia, so we could also find these trees there. One really kind of sad and surprising thing that I found out during my research when I was preparing for this video is that these trees are slowly dying out. And as an environmentalist, I'm really worried about this, to know that we are really making such a big change for the whole ecosystem, for the whole planet, that even the fossil species which survived so many million years are being extinct because of our impact on this world. So scientists kind of are not 100% sure yet why they are dying out, but they assume that it's due to droughts and climate change. See, obviously, I don't have a space to plant them or to sustain them when they are grown plants. That's why I decided that I will try to make it in the bonsai tree. But just imagine that if I manage to keep it for maybe a decade, and there will be just a few species left on this planet, and I will have a bonsai of these fossil species. It will be just amazing. So without further ado, I'm gonna take you through the whole process of how I managed to grow a baobab tree from the seed to this. Let's get into it.
When I got the seeds, I first cleaned them and scraped away all the excess meat. Next thing I had to do is check whether my seeds are actually containing life inside. So how I did that is simply by pouring water into this bowl and then checking which seeds are floating on the surface of the water and which seeds would be staying at the bottom, and that would differ them from the healthy and the dead. As you can see here, I was super lucky, so only one of the 10 seeds was not alive anymore, so I had to get rid of this one, but the remaining 9 are perfectly healthy. Pay attention on the tiny white dot on one side of the seed, because it's important for the next step.
You need to be careful. There's this like really tiny white dot, and you should pile on the bottom, so on the opposite side of this white dot, yeah? And while we are doing this, you're gonna see it's gonna be a little bit darker. And why we're doing this is to fasten the process of sprouting, because the skin is super hard and if it's darker than the surrounding.
When you are filing your seed, just be careful that you basically reach this white inner layer, and then you should stop. It just means that you have penetrated through the hard part of the skin, and that should be sufficient. These seeds have now been soaked in the water for 2 days, and you can see the difference in the size because the water went inside the skin. After the soaking, you can really easily peel the seeds with your nails, but if you don't have nails, just help yourself with tweezer or something sharp, but be careful that you don't damage the inner side and inner layers. But basically you can peel all the skin up to the white part that you can see here.
Welcome back. So it's been 2 days since I've soaked the beans or the seeds of baobab in the water, and here you can see the difference in the size. And even though the dry beans were really hard, when after soaking the skin got really soft, so it was pretty easy to peel it. And here you can see the baby fetus of baobab seed.
Once I peeled all the seeds, I simply put them in a plastic container and I put inside the paper towel, which I made sure that it's soaked with water, and I put additional water whenever I would feel that the paper towel is not wet enough. So basically what I did is tuck them in this wet water bed, and then I closed the lid of the container and put it on a bright spot for 3 days. And after 3 days of soaking in the paper towel, which I made sure was moist all the time, I was awarded with 5 healthy and happy sprouts of baobab seeds, which were ready to put in the soil.
There you go. I hope you enjoyed the process as much as I did. It was a little bit of pressure because this was so special and precious, but I am so lucky that I managed to do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions about it, don't forget to comment down below. I will be happy to share more details in case you are interested. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with everybody that you think would be interested in it. Thank you for watching and see you next time, plant parents. Be nice to yourself and to your plants.